Looking for a way to connect in the sports world during these unprecedented times? Or you wanted to showcase your talent? Then sign up for a free account at www.watchmylights.com. My Lights is a social media sports platform that provides all users with a free way to communicate and share sports highlight videos with anyone around the world. So whether you're a coach and want to easily recruit for your players, an athlete and want to showcase yourself, a parent, grandparent, or sports enthusiast, My Lights has you covered. Users can create a free account to share highlight videos, chat, post, and follow other users. My Lights is the new free social media sports platform the sports world has been waiting for. So go to www.watchmylights.com and get started now.
Yo, what up? What up, man? Happy Sunday to everybody out there. Appreciate everybody tuning in, rocking with us, man. Everybody good?
Oh, yeah. What's going on? You all right?
Yeah, man, we good, bro. Charles?
All good, baby.
Tat, you good, man? I see you rocking the R tonight.
Yeah. I see y'all rocking the Witness tonight. Normal.
Hey, here's the thing, brother. Hoko gear has been in so demand that I can't even find them right now.
I bet you can't. They got to ship it from Afghanistan. That's where it's been housed at for these last however years they.
What's up, Miss Deborah?
What's going on, Miss Deborah?
Nah, man.
Well, since you brought them up, then you want.
I've been trying to get my hands on some gear, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I'm all ears. I'm here for it. I want to hear it.
Oh yeah,
we ran into a buzzsaw.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We ran into a buzzsaw over the weekend, Lee County.
Mm-hmm.
You know, been handling their business.
Mm-hmm.
Tough running back.
50 piece, no sweet and sour.
Hey man, you know it happens to the best of us. But like
no, it doesn't.
The best of us, man. Because I was telling some guys, sometimes you need a loss to kind of get refocused, man. Because you think everything is running on all cylinders.
No.
And sometimes you need a loss to kind of get refocused and get reprogrammed for the stretch run they about to hit.
Nah, it's a difference in a loss and a butt whipping.
Yeah, I mean, but you lose by 1 point to 50 points, you still lost, right?
Difference.
A loss is a loss. They ain't lose by 50. They got 50 hung on them, but a loss is a loss.
So it depends, right?
Charles.
So it depends. What's the expectation of Hoko? Is it
no. Oh no.
Wait.
No.
We never hold on, Pat. We never had this conversation, right?
We ain't gonna do that.
A L is a L. I agree. A L is a L. But what I'm saying is, what is the expectation of Hoko this year?
No.
All right, go ahead. What's your? I'm gonna let you go.
No. I don't want to hear about what's the expectations of, because we was the mighty Hoko 4 games ago.
We still the mighty Hoko Bears.
No. Now it's what is no, we can't do that.
We not, but we ain't running from it. We just asking the question.
You weren't asking the question when you were 4-0 when y'all slipped past the Demon.
Oh, so but nobody said.
So did y'all slip? Hold on, Ted. Hold on, Charles. So did we slip past? Hey, real loud this week, 80 gate. Did y'all slip past Northside?
No, we paying Northside. I don't want to hear that.
No, but hey,
I
think it's fair, right? I think it's fair on both sides.
Listen.
We can talk about the expectations of Lee County.
No, we can't.
Why not? Why not?
You ain't. Yeah.
No, we ain't talking
Nah,
about.
don't you worry about my commander system. Sorry, Falcons won. Now you want to talk. We gonna talk about these.
No, but I do want to pose this question. I do want to pose the question. What is the expectation of Hoko?
No.
I'm serious.
I saw Hoko play West Lawrence this season. They look good. I think Hoko will be at least a second round playoff team. So you have to understand.
They got to make it first.
You have to understand. Tat isn't believing that Hoko's going to make the playoffs.
I say they ain't. You said what you said, Kenny? You said
I just got a text. Somebody said they hope you keep the same energy when we start talking about the NFL scores.
Hey, and whoever sent you that, they team lost too. Ask them did they team win.
They team won today, actually.
Oh, they did. Oh, yeah. I did not say that. Who they team?
Them dirty birds.
Oh man, please. But back, no, we ain't finished.
So what's the expectation of Warner Robins this year?
The expectations is always to win the first is win the region championship, which we probably gonna win the region championship because Dutchtown probably going.
No. So there's
Chris, I don't know who probably text you that. She'll be crying next week. All right, I got something. Don't worry about it. All right. Now, the expectation of the Demons is win the region championship every single year. All right. We didn't win it last year, went in them two, and we know how that season finished. But we still got Jones County to play. We still got Union Grove to play. So hopefully we can finish second, get into the playoffs, get this thing rolling, and win state championship. That's our goal.
So y'all had that was a region game y'all played Thursday, right?
Yeah. By the 138-0, by the way.
Yeah.
Nobody want to talk about that, but
no, man. Hey, salute.
So with your team, what I'm asking is, what is the realistic expectation?
To win the state championship. That's every year. That's a standard at Warner Robins High School. To win the region championship and the state championship. That's the standard at Warner Robins High School.
And you know what? As well it should be. We defend the state champs back to back. That should be your standard.
Yeah,
knowing that Hoko was coming off of a kind of a slump, right? What is a realistic expectation for us?
But y'all, I see this.
Angela said not this year though.
See, this is my Angela and them. They better hope they make the playoffs. Because I mean, they still got y'all. They still got Thomas County Central. They still got veterans, and they still got Lee County. So they better hope they make the playoffs. They don't mess around and go 0-4.
Who you got in the North Side Warner Robins game? North Side Hoko.
Oh, I'm finna say that. To be honest with you, I hope both of them lose. Hope it end in the time. I'm gonna pick it both. If it end in time, I'm picking it both of
them. All right, man. You right.
But
what you about to say about Hoko expectations?
I mean, their expectations is to win. I mean, you got two guys that's over there, or three guys that's over there that's been two-time defending state champions and has been, and you got two guys over there that's been to five consecutive state championship games.
Mm-hmm. So
their expectation is to win and to get back to the state championship game with whatever they're coaching.
So now, is it such a thing as inheriting something to changing culture and being a positive? So would a winning record be successful for Hoko this year?
They have winning records in the past. So I would say, yes, they have.
Last year,
and the year before.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Bro, you hear him, Charles?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I think what we're saying is realistically, right? So your organization or your program goes through, whether it's talent, whatever the case may be, whether it's coaching, whether it's whatever. There's still a rebuild piece of that. You just don't go from you don't go from 3-9 to 12-0
championship.
Yeah, that.
Okay, I'll tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you where. This is why Warner Robinson. This is why I think Warner Robinson is different. 2003, we went 3-7, and we didn't make the playoff for the first time in 30 years. In 2003, we got rid of the coach. 2004, guess what happened?
What happened?
We won a state championship.
Okay.
That's the standard. But then after that, we kind of took a turn for the worst. 3-7, 2-8, couple of years after that. But then,
no, I get you. I'm just saying that's an anomaly year, but it can happen. It can happen, but likely to happen that's probably not.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, so I got a question. So let's ask this. Let's pose the question this way, Charles. The Washington Commanders.
Why we gotta go to them?
I'm just asking.
All right, let's go to them then.
What will be a successful year for the Washington Commanders, considering their last however many years?
I told y'all
playoffs.
I told y'all from the beginning of the year that we will be 12-5. We already at 1 and what are we? 1-3.
1-3.
Yeah, so we got
y'all might go on an amazing win streak.
Yes, man. I mean, we lose with two more games for the rest of the year.
So then, where does that place y'all at? So is that the playoffs?
Oh yeah,
12-5 get y'all in the playoffs. Yeah. Does that get y'all to the Super Bowl?
Not 12-5. That's regular season.
Yeah, y'all ain't winning
in the playoffs.
But, I mean, we're gonna end up winning the division.
No, Philly got that in the bag.
All right.
Philly and Dallas doing that pretty.
I got Dallas next week, don't
you?
Who got Dallas next week? We got Dallas.
Dallas 3-1, ain't it?
Yeah, they 3-1. Everybody in the division 3-1 except for us.
Oh, you denounced your team?
Oh, we got some inside information here.
Inside info. Go ahead, Ted. We let you finish.
Now you telling what's inside the Brooks household. See that's why I can't tell you. That's why I can't tell you now.
What up, Kevin?
I can't tell you. What's up, Kevin? I ain't telling you nothing else. I ain't telling you nothing else. That's it. That's got you. I'm gonna walk around the house with headphones on from now on, and I'm gonna have all my music turned up. So yeah, and if you and I hope you see something about Mary, because when you touch Warren headphones, you see what he did. Touch my headphone, then I'm turning it out.
So you denounced your team today?
No, I still like my Commanders. They're my boys.
Hey, they look good today on the field with them uniforms on. I like them.
Went all black.
You said they look good with the uniform.
You
said they look good in the uniform.
They look good in the uniforms. Yeah, I didn't say playing. I said in the uniforms.
Man, that video that Gabe put on Facebook, bruh, I watched that thing about 4-5 times.
What video? What he put up?
Oh, you got to go check Gabe page
about the Commanders.
Yeah, man, that thing funny as all get.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
I seen it. Yeah, I see.
Gabe found them one. I was like, oh snap!
But look here, let me tell you something. Though. I ain't worried about it. We gonna get it.
The only good thing was a uniform.
Don't worry about our uniform. Nah, you worry about why you don't want to buy no ticket to the Falcons game because you don't want to see them lose.
I mean, all good.
Gabe said you came at him first.
I did. I ain't finished.
Gabe, that video was hilarious, my guy.
Hey.
I watched that thing about 4-5 times, man.
I ain't finished.
It's all good. But Tat, honestly, man, we were asking you. You're a football coach.
That's about it, but.
And by the way, I don't know who you guys' announcer was at that game on Wednesday.
What game on Wednesday?
The Fagan Mill, Warner Robins middle game.
Oh, that game.
Yeah, but I was like, man, who is this cat in the booth? Charlie, he was all over the place, bro.
Speaking of the future.
He was all over the place. But yeah, I mean, y'all won those games. But back to Hoko. Can you tell us? Hey, Bruce said y'all look like some knockoff Steelers today.
Well, that's all right. Let's see. Boy,
who Bruce team?
Veterans. Yeah. See if Bruce talk about them. They went down to Thomas County Central, got the break beat off of them. All day 21. Talk about that, Bruce. You talk about everybody else, and talk about them. Mm-hmm.
Hey, so again, let's go back to this. Realistic opportunities or chances for Hoko.
Man. Oh,
they lost today too.
Yeah, I mean, for real. Still a loss. What up? Oh, you know them demons. You already know that. Sam? The mighty demons.
I think something too, bro.
But okay, let's go back to realistic
expectations for
I'm telling you, man, those guys got championship mentalities.
So you think so the expectation is for Warner Robins
win it for Hoko to win a championship this year.
I mean, what else would you coach for? You ain't gonna coach to just win 6 games. We went 6-4. That's a good thing. If you start having expectations like that, then your kids are gonna start thinking like that.
But nobody's saying they're having those expectations. But just like the Phoenix Suns, right? So they went to the bubble that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly, Erica. They went to the bubble that year, right? And then when they went to the bubble, they didn't win a championship, but they seen what they had that propelled them to get to the to the championship the following year, based on we building on some things where we're showing and the believing and trusting the process.
Right. It don't.
Right, Gabe.
It don't. It championship culture doesn't happen overnight, but a championship mindset does.
No, that don't mean you don't prepare. Yeah, right. So that don't mean you don't practice.
It's not saying they don't have a championship culture.
I tell you this. When Coach Garmin first took over Warner Robins, we were 13 and 11. First 3 years, we were 13 and 11, 13 and 11, and I think 15. No, we was 15 and 10, 13 and 11, 13 and 11. 3 years that he had to instill that championship mindset into kids. And what happened in that 4th year? Guess what happened?
Right, but that's
State
what we.
I think that's to Charles' point.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's the same concept, right? So there's the expectation, and then there's realistic expectation. Those are two different things. You still prepare for the expectation, but then you have to be realistic with what your capabilities are. So if I got a quarterback that run a 6'2", 40 and can't throw 30 yards, but he all I got.
All right,
we might not go too far.
So all right, so the first 4 weeks, we were gonna be state champs. Oh, we hold on, let me finish.
Who said that?
No. Okay, can I finish?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who said this. I don't know.
Okay, all right. I'm talking about the actions of the Bear Nation, or should I say Bear? How y'all do? Bear Woods, Bear Nation. What do y'all call it? I know you said Bear Down.
The only world championship, my expectation is the Los Angeles Rams. That's it.
So I think you got confused with being excited about
No, I didn't know. No.
Hey, so the season they got wins. They got wins that they weren't supposed to get. So yeah, people are gonna be excited. The fan base is gonna be excited.
But what wins they weren't supposed to get then?
I wouldn't say they got wins.
Hold on, Charles.
I'm gonna say based on the previous year.
No.
Right. So with that mindset that was coming in, Perry was going to be a tough game. I think a lot of people use Perry as a measuring stick.
Yeah, the only win they probably was Perry. All the other ones they should have got.
Yeah, you said that with a deep voice. I hear you.
Hey, but hold on, and I'm gonna give you that Tat. I think Warner Robins was another measuring stick for them.
They were supposed to be Warner Robins.
It can't be a measure. It can't be a measure stick if your mindset ain't state championship level.
I think
can't be a measure stick.
With what
It has to be based on these kids. Based on the kids' mentality, what has happened to them in the last 2 years playing Warner Robins. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's also getting over a certain point to say, yeah, we can compete with these guys. And then to actually go out and beat them, that takes another thing.
Easy you to go. Greatest hater of all time.
But Bruce, you on here coming by another team, and y'all go to veterans.
So I'll say this. I'm gonna say this about Warner Robins. Warner Robins lost a lot over the last 2 years. I get it, right? Y'all lost a lot. I know what y'all expectation is,
and
but I would think if you was to poll the community, most people would say that Hoko was gonna win that game. Right? Right, wrong, or different. All the things y'all had going on that you know about. I ain't gonna get into it on this show.
But it still was a mindset to me, Charles.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
It still was a hurdle.
But the culture is still there. It's just the Warner Robins working with what they got. So they still got to fill some voids. Not saying, and they may fill those voids going into region play. I don't know.
We're going to be fine.
Right. I think Hoko going to be fine for this year. Right. Because I don't think the realistic expectation is for them to win a state championship this year. I would say.
Right. Charles, say it again. How did you say it last time?
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. What did you say, Charles? This is what I mean right here. This is what I mean. The difference in Warner Robins and Hoko. You have the local celebrities versus the state known. The county record is fine. I base county records off of middle school. That's what we give out county championships at now. We don't base county records off of high school, but I mean, well, we don't on South Davis, but I mean, some might do.
Hey, Charles, we need to get a where's a little picture of Tat to put in the corner because the meter is going up.
Oh, but see that's exactly what I mean right now. That's exactly what I mean, man.
But I think you always gonna have that in the county, right? Whether the team is, you don't think so?
You'll never see us. You'll never see Warner Robins at varsity football with a T-shirt on that says they're county champs. Never.
Who had a T-shirt on?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's put that.
I tell you what, keep winning. You'll see. Y'all two gonna have one on.
County, nah.
Gosh, all right.
So let me back up. Let me back up. So where I'm from, we got my school that I go to. Mm-hmm. We got 13 state basketball championships.
Okay.
Doggone about we call it districts. Don't nobody talk about no districts wins. Where I'm from, I don't know what's going on here locally.
Okay, Bruce.
They building it up. But that's some local stuff, man. I ain't. Some of this stuff is new to me. We ain't had no county champ.
I agree, Rodney.
It's building blocks.
I mean, all right,
we can't take away mentally what that win did for them.
We're not taking away anything mentally. I am not.
Yeah,
that's still a hurdle. That's still a hurdle to overcome.
It's a big win. It's defending state champ.
It's a big win. I've said that on numerous occasions. It's a big win. Congratulations. Whoopie-doo.
But I don't think
I've said that.
Hey, what did Bruce call you? The greatest hater of all time.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just telling the truth.
But knowing, so I think it was a good win. But in reality, it probably not as big as people think it is. There's
Thank
more
you,
to
Charles.
that's my opinion.
I think for this team this year to win that game, it helped the coach install. It's helping them install the culture.
Are you gonna win the next game? Is the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, so
What is it? Thursday, right?
You got Northside Thursday.
Yeah.
Then you got Thomas County Central after that.
Hey,
I'm
one game at a time.
but that's I'm a firm believer in that. It's one game at a time. Whoever the next victim is, the next victim. We go.
No, Angela, you were just all Hoko just from minutes ago. They don't need to my now.
No,
Hey, Angela, this is a competitive competition that we just root for our team and you root for you guys' team.
Ain't no need to my now.
You know what I mean? That's it.
I'm gonna call it how I see it.
I say Hoko wins that game.
Okay.
What game? Northside, Hoko.
Yeah, Northside Hoko Thursday
It's gonna be a good game.
at Hoko.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
Demon Valley South at that.
I don't think you call it that.
How they don't call?
What made you start calling it that?
I mean, every time we go out there, we win stuff this year. First time we lost out there, period.
Period. What?
Period.
Ever.
No, y'all lost with Fromm was there.
They played us at the MAC.
Oh, so that was Dan North, Bear Dan North. Then.
No, they ain't probably beat us about
Charles,
probably
we can't even with Tap. Man.
No, yeah, you can't do
Tap,
that.
hey, Tap my man $50,000, but bro, he's very stubborn.
I'm just saying.
He's very stubborn and stuck in his ways.
There it is.
Yeah.
And that right. So it's nothing. And let's put that back up, Charles. Hey, that's a great point. Yes.
Black and white, baby.
They want to beat Warner Robins. So when they beat Warner Robins, you can't take it away.
But listen, and this is what I tried to explain y'all the other day. When we're talking about county games, how should I say this?
So let me say this, Pat.
You can't say it was a fluke. That's all.
No.
So-
I never said it was a fluke.
So,
But
for you to have a state mentality, you got to say forget Warner Robins. We the big dog, and we the ones to beat.
who said that?
I'm talking about any game.
And I got you. I 100% agree with you, Charles. But what I'm saying is, if we can't sit here and be naive to the fact that was still a mind thing with them. They still had to get over that hump.
But if you change in mindsets, that has to change. You are
them winning is helping that change.
Not if everybody putting that much emphasis on it. You are a bump in the road. I'm about to run you over to get to my next one.
Thank you.
You have to change that mindset. You can't.
That's it. Thank you, Charles.
You can't be this is the team we gotta beat. We can lose it.
I'm not saying it that way, but we can't.
You're not saying it that way, but that's
was there kids on that team that played Warner Robins the last however many years and Warner Robins blew them out?
But it don't matter if you're
But I'm
changing.
asking you, that's a genuine.
You're right, KP. No, I am agreeing with you, but I'm talking about a state championship culture. You have to change that
mindset. That's what I'm.
That's going to change. But you can't tell me by beating Warner Robins that's not going to help that process change.
But that shouldn't be your ending goal.
I didn't say that was the end all be all. But it's the next game on the schedule. We got to beat Warner Robins.
But you ain't won a game.
Tell me that some kids still had the shock of the way they got beat the last couple of years.
But you ain't won a game since.
Stop. They don't play.
Gabe, where you at, Gabe?
I'm just saying that can't be all. That can't be all you playing for. Man.
It ain't. But I didn't say that was all they playing for. But you can't tell me that's not a big win for them.
I'm not. Nobody said it wasn't a big win. It was
just like getting past. Just like Jordan getting past. Gabe, help me out here. But just like Jordan getting past himself. I mean, getting past the Pistons.
Man, the Pistons was the Pistons had 1 foot in the grave. Isaiah was 76 years old when Jordan beat them.
But Jordan, he changed his approach, man.
He did. Thank you, Charles.
And you're not saying Hogo didn't change and I'm saying Hogo's changed their approach. But you cannot tell me that is as minimal because they beat Warner Robins. It still means something.
You got Northside on the schedule. So
they're the defending. Hold on, Warner Robins is still the defending state champion. Are they not?
Are they?
Oh, okay, hey.
They don't. Oh,
let's go out here and handle business and go beat them. And then beating them, you can't tell me that gives more confidence.
I know y'all beat Buford and those teams. I'm just saying, y'all not our competition. 5A. We're in different divisions. That's what I'm saying.
Charles, don't do that because we beat y'all whole region last year, 6A. The whole region. I'm
not saying it like that. What I'm saying is y'all not our competition. You're not.
But it's still a big win.
I'm not. I think people in the community put too much emphasis on that crap.
On what? On that game?
On these county games. You put too much.
And I know on South Davis it ain't but one game that we put emphasis on.
Well, that's your rivalry.
One. Yes, that's it.
But I'm just saying.
Charles, what do you call Alabama and Auburn?
That's a rivalry.
Right. That's a rivalry.
Right. So what do you so when a championship game is won, right? Every game doesn't matter.
Every game does
matter. They play that following year don't matter.
But here's the thing, you know what Nick Saban does? The same way he prepares for Auburn, he gonna prepare for a Georgia Tech and beat all crap out of them.
Right. But I'm saying I'm not talking about the championship team. I'm talking about the team that's trying to come up.
They got to create a championship culture.
Hold up. Nick Saban is the championship culture.
Right. I'm not talking about Nick Saban. I'm not talking about Alabama. I'm talking about the team that they're playing. When somebody is on that level and trying to get there. You coaching travel ball. Name any travel ball team that is historically probably gave you some problems or whatever. And then that's still a measuring stick, right? It's still a measuring stick. We're going against team whatever. That's still somewhat of a measuring stick. So depending on what that outcome against that team is letting you know where your team is trending. Is it not?
That wasn't a measuring stick. The measuring stick was Lee County.
Mm-mm.
Right.
The measuring stick was Lee County. It wasn't Warner Robins this year. It wasn't.
I don't know how you can say that.
It was Lee County. Lee County is the big dog.
You've been getting your butt whipped by a certain team, and then you finally beat them. Now, like Dave said, you beat them and it's over with, but you can't tell me that didn't give them confidence.
Warner Robins does not have the dogs this year. Your measuring stick.
No.
I ain't got the dogs this year, Tat.
No.
I don't care what you say. You ain't got it. You ain't got it.
I ain't gonna agree with that.
You can't minimize that. You can't minimize that.
But that's not a realistic measuring stick. Your measuring stick was Lee County.
But why is Lee County the measuring stick when they haven't won?
So I just seen the rankings that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Lee County and Thomasville was Lee County was like number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying that because it's in their region?
No. So they measured. That ranking was for all of Georgia.
No. I'm asking you. Lee County was Hoko's measuring stick because they're in the region.
Lee County is the best team in this area.
They ain't in this area.
All right, within an hour and a half drive, Lee County is it. Anybody want to argue otherwise?
So let me ask you a question. So if they go undefeated within this county, right, something that they haven't done in X amount of years, and I know we're going to minimize, it's county, so it don't matter, but it's still something, right? So if they go undefeated within this county, that doesn't matter. It's
something to build on, but if you're saying, hey, our goal is a state championship, then
that's we didn't most out here and said we think that state championship is not the goal for this year.
I didn't say that.
I said I'm talking about me and Charles.
Yeah, but let's back up. If we're talking about a measuring stick, I'm not saying you have to beat Lee County, but you got to play. The game should have been played a little differently than that.
But okay, but when you're playing historically good teams in the last couple of years that have won successfully and won dominantly, and you play them regardless of who they have or who they don't have, you can't tell me you can't build from that.
KP, that's like saying, oh, we beat the Lakers and there's no LeBron.
It's the Lakers.
Nah, bro, stop.
So then, okay, we beat the Lakers and Kobe was playing, but we beat them. Then everybody's going to disregard that win because in tax words, every garbage can gets a steak once.
It does.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you building off of? Because every time you do something successful, somebody's going to minimize it.
No.
So you don't think that was a mental hurdle to get past Warner Robins?
For the kids, yes, but the coaches in that organization, they should understand what it really is because
I'm talking about the kids in the fan base. The coaches, I 100% agree. The coaches should have a different expectation.
If you're a true fan, you understand what it is.
Man,
you got to start somewhere.
To be honest with you, it doesn't really make a difference about the fans because even if the fans ain't there, they still gonna play the game.
Right. The fans, they still. All right, man. All right.
I'm just saying.
All right.
KP, I'm just saying.
Y'all got it. Whatever y'all say, man. Y'all got it.
I'm just saying, KP. I'm with you. Right. I think Hoko is in a good place.
Right. Whatever y'all say.
Bruce.
You're right. What y'all want to talk about next?
No, let's keep on talking. I
don't want to talk about this no more.
I like when we interrupt each other and all that stuff. That stuff be fun.
Nah. Because y'all, nope. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Man, the needle move, KP. That's all.
Nah, man.
The needle move.
So let me ask you a question, Charles. Let me ask you another question. Now let's flip this over to basketball.
Let's go.
If Hoko beats Warner Robins this year in basketball, what does that mean? Is it the same thing?
It's a building block. However, if they beat Warner Robins and there's no Cam Perkins, Jay, it don't mean as much.
But they got them. They got them and they beat them. What does that mean?
That's different. That's what I'm trying to explain. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you about Warner Robins football this year. They don't have the pieces.
What pieces are you looking for? They got Vic.
No.
They got the running back.
KP, I don't want to put everything out. Come on, man. We'll talk after the show.
No, I'm not talking.
I'm just here for the show.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, no, honestly, all bull. I think
I'm not trying to be politically correct.
Did you cuss? Hold on.
No, I didn't.
I thought you said something. I was about to be a fire, brother.
No, not me. No, I you know me now. I do not cuss on Sundays. No, not on Sundays. I do not. Now you catch me Monday through Saturday, I might let a couple loose. But on Sundays, I kind of tone it down a little bit because I have to respect the day and try
so it is games playing on Sunday, right?
Yeah, but I
okay.
I try to watch them with a mask on, so I don't say too much. But no, I don't know, man. I think it was in crew over there is going to instill that type of mindset. They got a big game.
Where do you build belief from?
A winning record, right?
But belief comes, during the season.
Man, what's it with her, man? What's it with her tonight? What? What is it?
Belief got to come from somewhere.
So let me back up, KP.
Just like Detroit Lions winning a game, regardless of who they beat, beliefs has to start to happen. Does that not?
You should have used the New York Jets, Detroit Lions.
The New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills The Jets went in the Steelers and beat them. Does that not start to build something somewhere? The Steelers ain't what they was.
It is, KP. So as a coach, you use that game to motivate your kids. I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. However, as a coach and understanding when that needle has moved, you know what the realistic expectation is and where that needle has moved to, which was Lee County. For the next 2 years or 3 years.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Finish out winning.
Like Mercer beating Duke.
And I don't think they've been back to the NCAA tournament since.
Nope. Angela, I don't know if that was a good analogy.
They ain't been back since.
But I do like what
I get your point.
I like what both programs are doing. I like what all the programs are doing. Hoko does look good. I'm curious to see if Warner Robins can get back on track. Northside look like they starting to come back on.
We back on track. We won last week.
Yeah, y'all won. Y'all beat a middle school team.
Oh, here we go.
Charles, are you trying to get free admission into these games?
See, look, even thank you, Gabe. That's
on
all.
Out. He said on out though.
Right. I said when they play Lee County,
he's supposed to say that after one win. That's what he's supposed to say. Lee County is a measuring stick.
So Lee County is based on what they're doing, yeah. But going into the season, right? What was everybody's expectation going into the season? And we're being honest about expectations.
Oh no, ask.
I heard that about the Perry game. Perry's going to be a measuring stick because Perry was successful the year previous. They're returning a good team, right? So it was, they're going to be the measuring stick. So then they was able to get past that game. Okay. So then the next game that was going to bring a measuring stick was Warner Robins.
What about the game?
I mean, if we keep it to the G,
what about
Warner Robins was the next game. Where are we at in a measuring Warner Robins? Oh, say if Nas Warner Robins. Okay, boom, we got past that game. So I'm with you that, yeah, Lee County is the top dogs right now. Got you. But let's not act like those games previously, those previous measuring sticks didn't matter. That's all I'm saying. And I got what you're saying, Charles. Mentality-wise, yeah, we up and beyond, right? But the coaches still have to win the kids over. It still has to be a belief. Now, I'm not saying the coaches are sitting there like, we beat Perry and Warner Robins, so we good for the season. I'm not saying that at all. But trust in the process, right? Trust our process. Trust our process. So it rolls over.
Really? You're right.
So he said what? So he only had him losing to Perry and beating beating Lee County?
You Lord.
Going into Lee County. 4-1.
Only losing to Perry, right. So when they were able to squeak past or get past or come back in dramatic fashion and the mighty Hoko Bear way, come back like that, come back, then yeah, you're like, oh snap, there's something different about this team.
Yeah.
So then, yes, Warner Robins has had a down year considering what they normally have had, right? So like you said, Charles, for whatever reason. But you still can't tell me that win didn't mean anything. It's still Warner Robins.
Not love fool. I ain't fooling with him.
I ain't got no process. We just started.
Hey man.
All right. Hoko might.
You got to get kids. You got to get the kids to believe from here on out. From your
kids. I think the kids
from your jump.
Yeah, they believe because they beat Warner Robins and Perry.
I'm just saying.
And they put up astronomical numbers against whoever they played. I don't care if that was a good team or not.
You know what? You're absolutely right. That's how their mindset is. For you to be a state championship, you got to change that. That's all I'm saying.
No. And I'm saying that's the first, but this is the first year. You guys act like they've been doing this shit. I mean, just
Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me? You talking about me?
What I'm saying is, KP, that is the mindset of a lot of kids in this area. For you to become a state championship.
Oh, we want Robin's good. I got you. Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, now hold on. Now let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this. I wasn't gonna say it, but I seen this story before. I actually have seen this story before, and since Gabe coming on everything, he can attest to this too because he was one of the first ones. It's a new day, and the Froms are here, and we taking over reins, and 2 years later, and from then on,
that's where I'm getting at. If you don't, you're gonna be a one-hit wonder.
But that's what I'm saying, though, Charles. I've seen this story before, which that's why
it has to start somewhere, though.
But that's why I'm laughing at Kenneth. That's why I'm laughing at Kenneth get not upset,
but just passionate.
I've seen this story before.
It has to start somewhere.
But if you let them tell it started then, and it was gonna continue for the next 39 years. And and it did for 2 years, and then it went back to.
But all I'm saying is they got to start somewhere. They've been down in their luck, down and out. Right.
Well, I think when you start,
and I'm not saying Charles. I guess all I'm saying is Charles, you my man, 50 grand, right? And I'm not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is it has to start somewhere,
brother. I mean, it does, KP. But what I'm telling you,
to build a championship mindset has to start somewhere.
You're right, but to contain that, my mindset is we steamrolling whoever we get on that field with, whoever. It don't matter.
But you as a new coach coming in, yes, that's the mentality you're supposed to have. But the kids has been getting a butt kicked. You still have to win them over.
You can't think county level though, bro. What Charles
I'm not saying county level.
Yeah, but
you still got to play the people that's in front of you. And if this team has been consistently kicking my butt, I got to get past them first.
Yes, but you're measuring that off of
I didn't
county
say
level.
That's not a measurement.
All right,
beat these cats.
All right, now Ken. All right, since you said that, all right.
To get to where we got to get to, we got to beat these cats. And that's right. We ain't been beating them.
All right, now,
so hey guys, we got to step our game up and beat these guys.
In the county. You beat Perry, you beat us. You beat Perry, you beat us. All right. Now, you go Lee County and get throttled.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's you can't.
So y'all let me this way. Y'all want them to go out and have an undefeated season.
We're not saying
that. Y'all want a team that hasn't beaten people in a long time, right?
No.
Y'all want them to go out and just beat everybody and nothing matters. That's not supposed to matter at all, or help their culture.
No. So KP, this is what I'm seeing. I get it. They lost to Lee County, right? But had they lost 14-7, had they lost how they lost,
if that game would have been close, then you can say if that game was close, you can say, well, we've arrived or we're on our way.
I would be sitting like, ooh.
And all that Lee County is a different animal, and that's the same Lee County that came up here and beat us 27-10. And I remind you, Lee County started a brand new quarterback Friday too, by the way. So they started quarterback left and went to Fitzgerald.
So based on we dealing with still teenagers, adolescents, we can't say that they were feeling themselves possibly.
So KP, what I'm saying is calm down. Let
play football.
Let Hoko continue to build over the next couple years. This is going to be a good year to see where they move, how they move going forward. I don't think they're going to win a state championship. I think they probably a second round. If they go second round, that's a win, right? You can take that and you can build on that. If they get to a state championship, they exceeded every expectation of them.
So y'all already submitting them in the state playoffs?
I'm not.
I'm saying
getting second round for Hoko. That would be nice. I would agree with John.
I'm saying getting to the state playoffs. Y'all already submitting them getting to the state playoffs.
I would say that, and what I'm saying is that would be a huge step.
A huge, catastrophic step.
Are y'all saying they're going to get to the state playoffs? Or are you saying they're going to get to the state playoffs?
Oh, the state playoffs. Yeah, I think that makes state playoffs. Yeah. That makes state playoffs.
And I'm saying getting to the state playoffs and beating Warner Robins in the same year is successful for them.
You just stuck on that beating Warner Robins.
I am. Because you can't tell me that don't mean anything.
Nope, I'm not.
We was at the game, Charles. Were me and you not at the game last year when Warner Robins could have put up probably 100 points on Hoko?
Yes.
And we didn't.
But here's
y'all
the thing.
didn't. Right. So tell me that the Warner Robins victory, regardless of how many dogs they got or how many they don't have, you can't tell me that it's not.
KP.
And Dr. Love, I agree with you. It does they have to sustain it. But this is the first year.
KP, we was both at that game. That had nothing to do with the talent of the kids. That was coaching.
When
y'all beat us by that much, that was coaching. I ain't saying y'all should have won. That was bad.
So the coaches
still, but those kids still took the L, right?
The coaches went out there catching touchdown passes with them.
Tag.
I'm just saying, man. Nah.
Personnel, having kids in the right places, it was coaching. Calling the right plays.
That's the main thing.
You down. Your defense make a run, and then you fake a punt. Come on, Tad. That's bad. Come on, man. It was not good.
So y'all play Thursday, and the nation play Wednesday.
Who y'all got Wednesday?
We got Mossy Creek.
Who 7th grade got?
Thompson.
Hey,
Kenny,
let's go to another.
Kenny, tell him to text it on here. Don't send it to you.
Oh, nobody text me.
I want all the smoke.
Yeah, nobody.
I'll just mess with you. I just mess with you.
Nobody text me. I'm ready to move on to the next segment.
All right, let's move on to the next segment.
I'm just scrolling social media till y'all ready to go to the next segment.
We waiting on you.
We ready.
All right, let's get to the NFL scores.
Oh, here we go. There you go. You got a glass on for that.
Glass on.
All right, let's get to the scores, ladies and gentlemen.
I hate this part.
Bengals beat the Dolphins in a lot of controversy came out of that game, but the Bengals were victorious 27-15.
What you know about? What you know about the boy?
Onside kicking, but it's all good. The Raiders got past the Broncos 32-23.
Hey, Miss Kim.
The Packers squeaked by the Patriots 27-24 on a last-second field goal in overtime.
Don't waste it, boy.
The Cardinals upended the Panthers 26-16.
Miles.
The Chargers got beat the Texans 34-24.
Who won that game?
The Chargers.
Oh.
The Bills survive against the Ravens 23-20.
But he love that.
The Jets upend the Steelers 24-20. The Eagles spoiled the return of the former coach and beat the Jaguars 29-21. The Giants handled the Bears 20-12. The Titans secured a win against the Colts 24-17. The Seahawks in the shootout beat the Lions 48-45. The Cowboys, now we'll get back to that. The Falcons, the Dirty Birds of Atlanta, get past the Browns 23-20.
The sorriest team in the league.
The Vikings.
Hey, by the way, that game, that was a good game. I watched it this morning.
The Vikings and the Saints?
Yes.
Yeah,
that was a good game now.
Yeah. You know what? I think the fans made it even better.
Yes.
They were over there going in.
Shout out to Marquez. Marquez had a good game today.
Yeah. The Vikings squeaked past the Saints in England 28-23. My man missed a 61-yard field, and he had just made a 60-yard
Yeah,
field
just
goal.
made a. Nah, did you see the field goal though?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
that he missed.
Yeah, the last
Yeah.
one they didn't right with
Yeah.
no time left.
Yeah,
Go
that
back.
would have been good if he wouldn't hit the upright. And then the Chiefs are currently beating the Buccaneers 14-3.
Ooh.
About to
Found
score.
out yesterday, Kyle Sandy is a Buccaneers fan.
Ooh, he about to take it on the chin tonight.
Yeah. But let's get back to the game of the day. The Cowboys hold the fort down on home field advantage and beat the Commanders 25-10.
Yeah, and I want to talk about it too. All them
Yeah, do you think it's time?
What?
Then the dude with a sweet tooth locked into the camera.
JB crazy.
Hey, do you think it's time for the Commanders to get a different quarterback?
No, well, he played. Now, this is the first. Today is the first day that he's played bad. Today is the first day that he actually played bad. We ain't blocking nobody up front. Now, we ain't blocking nobody up front. Defense is playing well. He backed up. Carson Wentz back there acting a fool today. And then every time we get a stop, here come a flag.
I can't go with that. I can't go there with your time.
You mustn't watch the game.
I watched the game.
You must have went to sleep.
I didn't even watch the Falcons game because I wanted to watch the Commanders game.
Man, every time we did something, there's a holding call. Every time we throw the flag, pass interference, this, that. But as soon as we get off the line, Joe was grabbing it. I got pictures that I took of my screen. Joe was holding the jersey. I'm talking about we come off the line, the Joker grabbing us, and then get ready to sack quarterback. They're holding us, and ain't nobody throwing no flag. But then we get on offense, we holding, and now we behind the chains. And, hey man,
but the score was 25-10.
It don't matter. Those flags stop drives when we had the ball, and they calling calls on us.
So they threw flags on you guys at crucial points.
Yes, and those flags kept alive drives for them. Change the momentum of the game. Yeah, Joker cheated us.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
So
you better hope you win tonight tomorrow.
So it didn't have nothing to do with Carson Wentz.
Oh yeah, Carson Wentz played bad now. Yeah, Carson Wentz played bad. He did. He played. But listen, we had almost 100-yard rushing in the first half.
Wow.
So we was controlling the line of scrimmage. I mean, a little bit of play call too. Scott Turner, he take too long to make adjustments, man. I'm about to get tired of him. I think I'm gonna call out that tomorrow.
CD Lamb was lighting y'all up.
Man, CD Lamb was getting the mess knocked out of him.
Man, CD Lamb was lighting y'all up.
It's always the ref. Angela, when you lose, it's always the refs.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, I watched the game. I ain't watched them sorry Fallon. I watched that game. And every time we got an interception, had 2 interceptions. And what happened? Throw the flag. What happened?
Bruh. So I'm just looking at the stat. Carson Wentz, 25, he passed 42 times, 25 completions, 170 yards.
Yeah.
How many interceptions, Charles?
2. 2. He threw 2.
2 picks?
Yeah. 2 picks.
2 picks.
1 touchdown.
Crucial picks.
And he only threw the ball 42 times and only got 170.
Yeah, he threw 2. He almost threw about 5, 6 of them to the other team. White jersey. Yeah, he played. Today is the first day he actually played bad. But we ain't blocking nobody up front, man. We ain't got no long.
You gotta get Chase Young back.
It's his first day in that unit.
Next week or the week after. Dr. Andrews got
well, CD Lamb, y'all got to do something with y'all secondary, but they doing pretty good.
I mean, they stay on the field 99 snaps out of 100.
Yeah, that you got a point. You got a point.
And they get tired too.
Right.
Speaking of that, all right, it's all good. So who y'all got next week?
Man, I don't know. I ain't even looked at it. I don't know. I stopped looking at it.
I'll tell you. Y'all got the Titans. Y'all should beat the Titans.
Man, Derrick Henry might have
Maybe the Titans, man.
Man, Derrick Henry might have 700 yards, man.
Y'all do pretty good against the run.
Yeah, we do. We do pretty good against the run, man.
Y'all could beat the Titans.
Charles, when y'all play tomorrow?
Play tomorrow. Yeah, 49.
Who y'all got?
49.
Oh, 49ers. All right,
Hey, man, Cubby Lee put up a.
Oh.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Working on it, Cubby.
It's coming.
Working on it, putting it in the works, my brother.
Hey, but so you said y'all finishing what time? What's your record gonna finish at?
Oh, 12-5. 12-5. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me look at y'all schedule, man.
It don't
I'm gonna say next weekend y'all can win.
Tennessee, yep. W.
Ooh. Packers.
Oh, Payne.
Oh, my bad. Y'all got the Bears after the Titans.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Gabe, what you got to say about that?
I can't wait for that.
I don't know, man. Team y'all. Woo. No. We'll see.
I think it's tough.
Giants looking all right.
Man, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Anything in y'all division?
Yeah, Giants, yeah. Everybody in our division 3. Well,
hey, the NFC East. You can't call them the NFC least anymore. The NFC East kind of competitive over there.
Yeah, we 4-0, 3-1, 3-1, and 1-3.
You right. I agree.
Yeah. So,
hey, but don't they say it got to be a great setback to have a great comeback or something like that? What does it say?
we ain't worried about it.
A minor setback for a great comeback. Isn't that what
minor setback for major comeback?
There you go. Yeah. That's what y'all on?
Oh, we just own.
They had a major setback for a minor comeback.
Yeah. All right. You better hope y'all win tomorrow, Charles. Why you talking? I'm gonna tag you on Facebook too now. I'm gonna start tagging you now too, so you try to be funny. I'm gonna tag you too. I'm gonna add you to the crying joy face.
Shout out to all the New York won today. Handle business. Appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna add that joke to the crying Jordan faces.
Hey.
All right, moving along.
Moving right along. Hey, I got a question, man. So we're into our next hour of the show. Question.
I know, right, Dr.
Little John.
I know, man. They playing good football.
Sound like a hater, man. Doc Love, I thought you was better than that, man.
They playing good football right now.
Yeah, they playing good football.
That's good football.
He said the little, but why we had to be the little John? Like we little brothers. We ain't little brothers. Nobody, man. Come on, man.
We got shout out the kids here too.
My man did that. My man, what's it? Zach Wilson?
Yeah, Zach Wilson going to work.
Did the
gritty.
Look like Coach Q out there.
Gritty. He was handling it too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, one of the better ones I've seen. Hey, so I do want to ask a question. Dr. Love, I'm glad you're tuning in, brother, because I need your wisdom or your conversation or your thoughts and all the other wonderful commentators that we normally have, man. So I texted Charles early yesterday morning, right? Early yesterday morning, I got on Twitter, man, and I seen some stuff, and I was like, why do we do this?
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we seen him in the gym getting busy. He just waiting, baby.
He in
the gym getting right. John.
Celine Fish House in Macon.
He in the gym getting right. But the question is, man, and so I kind of repurposed the question a little bit. But my question to the field and to the fellas is, why is it that when you try to promote your kids or recognize your kids or recognition, right? Why is that received sometime with and I don't want to use hate because that's a strong word. I don't want to use certain words that make it seem more than what it is. But why is that sometimes received with people are opposed to it? Is that a good word? Is that a good word, Charles?
Let's say opposed.
Why is that perceived with being with like it's a negative, right? When all you're trying to do is promote your kids, or when somebody is talking positive about your kids, or I don't know, in the game of basketball, right? Because that's all I can kind of talk about right now, and youth basketball more particularly. And when I say youth, all the way up to the high school level, why is it that we have so many experts in the way that the game should be played, things should be done, rankings? Why do we have so many experts in these things, right? Rankings are nothing more than somebody's opinion, all right? Somebody gathering data that they believe to be honest and true, right? And making a hypothesis, right? So an educated guess, took y'all back to school a little bit right there, but making an educated guess on, hey, based on what I see, based on what I have, based on the information I know, this is how I'm going to divide this ranking up, especially a preseason ranking, right? So salute those kids for being able to be in that spotlight to get that recognition. But why is it received with so much negativeness? I don't even know if negativeness is a word, but you guys know what I mean.
John B.
People think their kids supposed to be getting promoted and get angry at other people and not angry at their son or daughter coach.
I think what Charles alluding to, JB, is when an organization is promoting their own kid.
Yeah, like the organization, the organization 100% promoting their own kids that play within their organization. So why do you feel whatever about that kid? Or if this kid ended up or goes to a camp or goes somewhere and they receive some positive feedback, why is that received from certain people with disdain? I don't understand that. When everybody's had the same opportunity to go to the same places and do the same things, why do people feel a certain way? Why is basketball one of those sports where everybody's an expert in, a so-called expert in, and wants to give advice and opinions and all of these things, right? So, if I look at things that float around social media and all this type of stuff, I didn't play college basketball. I'm not a I wasn't a pro basketball player. So does that automatically disqualify me from working with kids and helping them grow and understanding the game? In some people's eyes, I think it does. Because no matter what I say, I'm going to be discounted because I didn't check certain boxes. But did you check those boxes?
Well, let me ask you this. Did Coach K play in the league, NBA?
No.
Probably developed how many NBA players? Probably the most of any college coach.
I agree.
Right? Never step foot on an NBA floor besides coaching.
So I'm just curious as to, and I don't know if it's like that in other sports, and it very well may be. I don't keep track of other sports to that level, but just based on the I don't even say the circles I move in, but just the things that I see. Why are we as basketball people so critical of other basketball people at times? I don't get it.
So I would say,
They didn't woke up my boy. They didn't woke up my boy.
Promote the kid and organization, they go hand in hand. If your organization has played any kind of role in helping a kid go to the next level or just help keep them off the street corner, then everyone involved deserves their flowers.
100% agree. But big waste. People don't want to even acknowledge that. But here's the thing: it's not even an acknowledgement, because I don't think the guys that are genuinely in it are looking for acknowledgement or pat on the back or that a boy or any of those things. I believe they just want to be consistent in what they're doing and giving their kids that they deal with the best opportunities. But at the end of the day, somebody's going to tear that down. But why?
I think there's so many different motives, right? I think some people want to be
attacked. I agree, Dr. Love. My bad, Charles.
Yeah. Success oftentimes brings jealousy. And that's just the bottom line. I just feel people have a problem with other kids come up when their child is not at that time. How about let's lift every child up? People should want to see us all. But here's the thing: those are adults. The kids don't have the problem.
Well,
nine times out of 10, I would say 9 times out of 10, the kids don't have the problem, and if they do, it's being fed to them by somebody else.
Yeah.
I'll say this, man. If you got kids within, stop looking at what other people are doing. Well, I mean, you can look at what other people are doing to promote their kids, and you do the same. You can't worry about what somebody else is doing, but you're not doing that same thing for your kids, but you want the same thing for your kids. I mean, the write-ups, the stuff like that. I mean,
the recognition, the
invites, I mean,
you name it.
Send your kids out there to get that exposure.
But my bad, Tap. I was going to say, so the other part of that is then why do people feel so, I don't know if comfortable is the right word, but why do people feel so entitled to share their discontent about something that has nothing to do with them? Like, when did this become is this a social media thing? Like, what does that happen?
Well, I think a lot of people like to get on social media and say, "Hey, oh well, we the best and do this and do that and we're the best and pump your chest out." But what they fail to do is, when you're saying we're the best, show the kids.
Right.
You're saying most time when they say we the best, then you showing a picture of yourself holding a trophy. Show the kids, promote the kids. Yeah. It's about it's at the end of the day. If you take a kid to the camp, he don't do anything. How you what you got to promote? You have nothing. You have nothing. I mean, and you have nothing to promote, but you still can go. Hey, my kid was here at this camp. Take your picture, whatever. My kid was here at this camp, and from our eyes, he did such and such. Whether he get a write up from the writer that was there or not, you still do that.
So I know personally, right, and we all know because we were involved. There was a changing of the guard camp for boys and girls, and there was an unsigned high school event for boys and girls right here in your area. And the content that came out of both of those, I mean, there's still content coming out. It's still content coming out from the unsigned hype, right? And shout out to Wasey and Coach Harnett. It's still content coming out for somebody to get eyes on you. It's still evaluators from Atlanta came down this way. College coaches came down this way. So that's where I don't understand it, right? Because if we're talking about in our own backyard, it was this, and it was an opportunity, and all you had to do was show up. You had every ample opportunity to be a part of that.
Well, and it comes down to adults. It comes down to adults. Adults, you got to think. In so many adults' eyes, if they ain't involved, we ain't sending our kids. We ain't doing this. We ain't gonna send them over there to that. If they ain't involved or got to say so, you think we have a say so when kids go to Jared camp? You think we have a say so when kids go to Sean's camp? You think we got to say so when they go to the when they go to Wace's camp?
Nope.
Or when they go to the Southern Hoop Report, NGS 360, CP3, EYA. You think we have a say so when those kids? No. Those kids go and perform and do what they've been coached to do and what they've been trained to do, and the outcome is the outcome. Now, whether they get one write-up or whether they get no write-ups, I can bet you bottom dollar if we get a picture, we're going to post, hey, our kid was here. Our kid was here. So if you don't...
Why be upset with that, though?
Well, because they're the grown-ups not involved.
Don't support you, 100%, Waste.
Don't get mad when someone you don't support doesn't support you.
Right. You can't have it both. You can't have it both ways. But I can only speak for our end. We're gonna keep promoting our kids, and shout out to the kids that's on the All Middle Georgia team.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Cam Little and Cam
Little, Alea Green, Davion Henderson, Jalen Sandiford.
Yep.
We're gonna keep promoting. That's all. That's all we can do. Gabby, Minus. Yeah, we gonna continue to promote kids and do things the right way and continue to do it. So I don't know, man. I don't know that mindset by being mad and upset by,
I sleep well at night. Matter of fact, my wife just bought some brand new pillows. I'm gonna sleep very well tonight.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, and matter of fact, shout out to Greg Jones, Trey Green. They had games today. All the kids that opened up their NCAA basketball this coming year. You can go to the page and look, and we shout them all out: Cam Holden, Nelson Phillips, Devin Butts, Jacoby Owens. Man, it's so many. Rashawn Tomlin, Rashawn Williams, Tanaya Pryor, Big Mo, Treasure played today. Yeah, there you go. Treasure Cooper played today. Jada Clowers, I think that's her name. Forgive me if I messed that up, Wason. Just all the kids that love big Lil Wason. I don't know why Lil Wason down in Florida. Ty Fagans. Just list goes on and on for the Middle Georgia kids that are in college, man. They're starting basketball. TJ Morgan at Middle Georgia. TJ Grant at Mercer. Man, the list goes on and on. If I didn't mention your name, y'all know. I ain't mean not to. But shout out to those kids, man. They getting ready to start their college.
Gearing up.
Yeah, they getting ready to start collegiately, man. And that's kids those are Middle Georgia kids, Teen Georgia Magic kids, and one of our All-Star kids. So if I left it off, my bad. I'm getting old.
And here's the thing, though. I get it, right? We the best. Okay, got you. Right? Because it still is competitive. I'm with you. But the shots, man, and I think the subliminals, right? So, let's keep it a G. Everybody see it. We see it. But what you want us to do? What you want us to respond to? We're not gonna respond to those things, man.
Well, I can go on. I can go on. And you're right.
We're not, because it doesn't matter, because we can go down the line and say, "Oh, let's check all these boxes" when you talk about certain things, and some of those boxes don't add up. So if you want to direct something to us, then direct it to us. But the subliminal stuff, come on, man.
Grown folks, man.
Right.
Grown folks, but hey, one thing about it, two things for sure. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. We got high school season coming up.
Yep.
We got these kids to promote and keep our area rocking and rolling, and that's what we're gonna continue to do.
But Tad, I'm gonna say it one more time, man. And I'm gonna give props to you, Wasey, Coach Harnett. You guys y'all don't get caught in the pettiness, bro.
Oh,
well, you see what I'm saying? And here's the thing: you never say anything out of the way about anybody else. I've never seen you guys, as much stuff that potentially comes to y'all is directed at y'all, whatever, right? Y'all never respond to negate another program. You never respond to negate another kid. None of those type of things. So when it happens, it's kind of like, I guess you're just that fed up, right? And I go back to, why do people feel it so? Are they so comfortable to do those certain things? Well, and that's just the basketball culture, because not only in Middle Georgia does it happen, it happens all over, I'm sure. But as Metro, right? Why do you feel so comfortable to try to negate what somebody else is doing? If you don't agree with it, okay, you don't agree with it. Keep it pushing.
Well, it's two things that I could see. One is you want the attention from us, or two. I mean, I ain't gonna say two, just one. You want the attention. I guess you want us to see you posting stuff on Facebook or whatever and getting in a dialogue with you. And you want people to see us going back and forth. But I mean, I tell you this for me, right? This for me. I'm too old and I got too much respect for my family and my my kids and when I say my kids, and that's y'all kids, the kids within the program, the kids that I've got in their lives before them. I have too much respect for them to see me in a negative light like that.
So I want to say this, man. I think when you see those things, those are people that's seeking validation, whether it's for themselves or for their program or for their player, whatever the case may be, without doing their due process, right? I'm gonna skip all this piece of the process. This 10 plus years, someone else been doing it, and I want validation now. It doesn't work that way. Everybody got to go through the trenches. You go through the trenches and you have to build and show consistent. We just talked about Hoko winning more than 1 year, sustained performance. Right. You got to be sustained in this game, right?
Well, you have to be and you also have to be where your niche is too. And what I mean, you got to be in places. I know I've seen stuff online where jokers talking about, oh man, don't let people tell you that you have to play in just in Georgia to get seen. You need to go to all these other places and to get seen and this, that, and the other. So you telling people from little Middle Georgia that they need to go to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas to get seen, and they ain't even getting really recognized in Atlanta.
Right.
Go to Atlanta first and get your name out there.
Yeah.
And then you can venture out. But you got to make your name. Well, make a name for yourself in your city.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You hit it on the head.
Yeah.
It don't work. It does not work that way.
And here's the other part, right? So obviously people are watching the pages.
Good. good. That's more.
They respond in their own way or whatever the case may be. But here's the thing with the pages: everything that we do, we post on the pages, as in upcoming events, upcoming opportunities, upcoming things.
We ain't hiding nothing now.
So anywhere that our kids go, your kids are more than welcome to go. And the fact that we're putting it on the page is because we want our kids to go. I think that's the part, right? It's too much division. We want everybody to win. Now, if you part of our organization or not part of our organization, we want everybody to win.
Let me clarify this. What you're saying, KP. We want people to win that's going to the right places and doing the right things, right? If you're doing anything that's putting yourself in a negative light, I don't want to associate myself with you. I don't want to associate with too many people that associate themselves with you. That's me.
Hey, Charles, and that's the Kenneth point. That's the Kenneth's point right there. When he said that, that we don't, he don't see us, responding to a whole bunch of stuff that's being said, and you don't want to associate yourself with people like that ever. You don't, and I had to tell y'all that a long time ago. Like, and y'all used to ask me the question all the time. Like, man, God, don't you get tired of that, man? Like, man, why you ain't gonna say like, no, for what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if you say whatever you need to say, they still gonna think the same way. They still gonna continue the negativity. I mean, so
I gotta for me to reach the apples on your tree, I gotta chop your tree down so I can reach it.
I definitely do, because I ain't but about 5'9.5", but
bro, I thought you was
5'9.5" now. I went to the doctor the other day with AJ, and they measured me and him. So I'm 5'9.5" with I had my shoes on too. But yeah, man, you can't worry about that. You can't worry about that stuff, man. I mean, you see it, laugh at it, and I mean, you might see it and see.
I think for me, man, I am super focused on this 2026 group. So I see it. Don't get me wrong, because I see it, but I let that stuff go. Well, I'm focused on them kids. Like right now, I'm like you ain't stopping this train, man. You ain't getting me off point.
The thing about it, I'm 5'9.5". The thing about it now, the thing about it is we are so focused ahead of the next batch of kids.
He's thumping by
it ain't even that.
Nah, it ain't that.
It ain't even that, bro. It ain't even that.
Nah, it ain't even that. I mean,
it ain't even that.
So it's jokers that we ain't never played. That build up a team we ain't never played, and it go, oh well. I mean, you playing.
And let me say this real quick. I'm not trying to make this a Warner Robins against everybody, a Warner Robins All-Star thing against everybody, because that's not it. Or a Hype South, right? Middle Georgia family against everybody, because that's not where I was going with this. Honestly, my whole thing was why is basketball viewed or as one of those sports that everybody has an opinion about?
They do.
Like, where's the validation line for somebody? Anybody can say, nope, that ain't the way I do it. That ain't the way I train. That ain't this. That ain't gonna get you that. That ain't gonna get you this. Like,
but I think.
But what are you doing to push the culture forward versus just being negative?
But I think the only people that validates it is the people that entertains it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Like Joe Blow can get on here right now and say, hey man, can't neither one of y'all coach. Right. Or y'all some suckers or whatever. But if we start cussing and going back and forth with them, then they're valid to have our attention then.
True.
But if we look at it like, all right, man, yeah, you're right. There's no validation now.
Well,
And I think
I'm still working, Charles. Real quick, I'm still working to get to that point.
I mean,
So
yeah.
certain days I wake up, man, and I just feel a little like yesterday. What was it? Like 8:30, 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I'm
I
like,
already had my coffee yet. I am like, what are we talking about this morning? All right, man, let's go.
It's I mean,
but it happens to me, right? And
Well,
it
I
happens to
think
me.
man, people gotta understand that there's more than one. Look, and if what you're doing is helping kids and it's working, but it's different than what the next man. Keep doing what you're doing.
but that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, Charles.
Yeah.
You have to think about it.
Keep
It
doing
can't be about the kids that you're concerned about. It's got to be about you
Yeah.
as the adult, as the coach, as the
Nah.
organization director. It's got to be about you.
Now,
It can't be about the kid. If
I
you
done seen a lot of stupid stuff happening in this basketball arena.
yeah, but
Ain't none of my business. I shut up. Hey, if they want to pay that man money to do X, Y, and Z, y'all
go
keep doing it.
ahead. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's when people start getting mad about certain stuff like that, it's got to be about them, and it can't be about the kids. Because if the kids, who I tell you this,
But why you got to discredit somebody else in order for you to flourish?
you got to discredit somebody else to bring that light on you.
I'm chopping you down so I can get your apples.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you can put two things up on Facebook right now, you can put a post about God and or you can put up a video about Jesus and saving all these lives and doing this, that, and the other. Look how many views you would get versus how many likes you would get. Now put up two jokers up there fighting, and look at how many views and how many likes or hearts or funny whatever you got, then comments you're gonna get on that post. That's why they can get on Facebook and discredit somebody else, and because they looking for validation, they looking for the likes, the all that stuff, man. So it's up to people to give them that platform. Right. And that's
take that.
That's the thing. Wasted within our program.
Yeah.
We already look at Kenny kids right now. 6th, 7th graders at the CP3 camp. Juju and Robert. Right now. We constantly giving out information to, hey, y'all kids, go, y'all take them here. Do that to keep the program going, because those kids are going to be coming up in a short amount of time. Now you're going to need kids behind them. We're trying to push those kids. But I mean, it is to each his own. I say if you one of the ones that's being negative, man, and looking at the pages and saying you the best and you this, that, and the other, keep doing that, man. Keep being the best, man. I applaud you for being the best. I mean, I ain't seen you nowhere, but continue to be the best, though, man, at what you do. And man, we applaud you. Keep going, man, and more power to you. You helping kids, you keeping kids off the street. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing, man. Keep your kids off.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. We applaud you. So,
but don't alienate them kids either, though.
I mean, you can. They'll figure that one thing about kids and parents. One thing about kids and parents, they will figure out. I tell you that much. They will figure out.
Yeah.
And when they figure it out, I hope it ain't too late.
Yo.
Well, Dr. Love, that's part of the problem.
Charles, keep that up.
Keep it up.
Keep that up a little bit.
That's part of the problem right there. Is where they playing versus where.
So
hold on. Let me say this real quick, Charles, before you say that. So, Dr. Love, we had a camp in our own backyard put on by Hype South with college coaches there.
Yes.
It should have been people trying to get in past a certain amount. or just showing up or whatever, right? Because if the goal is still the close, like my man says, if the goal is still the goal, and you know college coaches are in the building, and it's 20 minutes up the road, why are you not there?
Some college coaches gonna be checking in on some high school players. Come here, shortly.
But here's the other side of that, right? And I say that to say the following weekend, I was at another camp in Atlanta, and those same college coaches was up in Atlanta. So when you had the opportunity to have those college coaches come in to you to where you're at, exactly.
So I want to go.
Wasey had these college coaches come in to where you're at, 20 minutes away. 20 minutes away from probably where everybody lives. Come in. And those same coaches were then in Atlanta the following weekend to look at a bunch of kids in Atlanta, but they were right here for to see the local talent. And because of your pride or your whatever or your whatever, and I'm not even saying the kids, but I'm saying those parents, the adults, you missing opportunities. So then when opportunities come out of that, then what?
I want to say this too. Yes. And I'm super excited to serve those 40 plus boys and girls that participate. Because you know what? Those are the ones who are taking advantage of opportunity. Those are the ones that want to be helped. And we're gonna continue to help.
I had a ball. I had a ball at it.
So, but I want to get back to this, man. So every evaluator voice ain't the same. That makes sense.
Perfect sense.
Every evaluator's voice isn't the same. True. It's a difference. It's a difference, right? There's the ones who we're fortunate to be around, the ones that can see potential, can dissect the game, understand that kid may not have 40 points, but maybe he got 15 and 9 and 15 rebounds. You're like, oh, they look at the game with a different eye. All evaluations ain't the same. Because I was, yeah, it ain't the same. I ain't gonna get too far into that, but just want to let you know it's yeah. This here what Dr. Love put up, it holds weight.
Speaks volumes.
Yes.
Well, and that's what I try to tell the kids too. When I do talk to them about going to camps or playing in during the live periods and stuff like that. Dominate the game in multiple ways. And the reason I say that is because I seen something that about Lil Wasey the other day. Seen an article. They had an inter squad scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
The article about him wasn't about how many points he scored.
Rebound.
Those was about how many rebounds and X possessions that he had. Offensive rebounds.
Offensive rebounds. Yep.
Yes, that's what it was.
So we know it can score the basketball.
It's
the intangibles.
Go ahead, man.
He's dominating the game in more ways than one now.
Intangibles.
He's providing extra shots for his team now. What he did, I think it was like 14 and however many games it was.
Oh yeah, 14 games.
No, I think it was. I don't know. I had to go back and look at it.
I think it went from like 1.4 rebounds a game to something. If I remember correctly, and if I'm wrong, yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
But that's my thing. They wasn't talking about him shooting the three because we know he can shoot the three. We know he can score. We know he can do those. We know he can play. How long he is, his wingspan, and how well he plays on defensive end.
Hey.
But he's putting more emphasis now on dominating the game more than one way or two ways now. And with that, that's providing more shots for his team.
For his team, yeah.
And more offensive opportunities.
So in his coach, so I was watching the video. So this coach that he has now, the new coach, he's very analytical. So he looks at those he looks at those types of things. How many extra possessions can I get with these individuals on the floor? So he's very analytical. Starting to do my research on coach. But anyway, but this is funny right here. So some evaluators write up a kid had 40, but not say the kid did not get the ball across half court 10 times. It's man, just pay attention. You know, I'm not gonna go too far down that road, but you can definitely start to see the difference. And as me, Tad, and Coach Kenny, we are in a lot of gyms, and we see a lot, right? We have seen a lot of basketball, and we'll continue to see a lot of basketball.
But
So
I ain't no evaluator now.
not evaluators, right? So I don't putting the pen to paper. Yeah, that's different. But we do see things, whether a kid's playing hard.
Typically, when we there to support our kids that's in that camp.
Yeah. But I look at a lot of I'm watching kids. Periods. I'm looking at your body language. I'm looking at your. I really want to see who's the next. You know, who's coming up. Like who got that hustle in them? Who got that dog in them? Who I want to know. But there's things that kids. I've seen a kid. I don't know. I like I said, I ain't gonna get on here and talk about that. But yeah, just be careful. Yeah,
Ain't no evaluated by a long shot. I'm that's why my eyes different. I'm different basketball. Like ways to sit there and watch the game. I cannot watch the game by not critiquing something. Especially if I see a joker standing on the backside and I see Drew penetration toward the baseline and he don't go over there and help. I'm looking at stuff. I'm looking at stuff like that. Like, man, you could have went over there to the charge. I mean, what are you looking at? So now I don't evaluate the game the same way. So I mean,
I look at a lot of things.
I mean, I look at a lot of things too. But,
I know you do. I've seen you. I've talked to you, and you see stuff I don't normally see.
Yeah,
when it comes to you. So if y'all don't know, Tad is really when it comes to defense. Oh, yeah. He remember where everybody was at and stuff like that, right? I can probably get about 2 or 3 of the people right. He can remember about I can't do all that, but
that comes from over time of doing it so long that you know what people supposed to be at
kids are good. Now the kids we coach, they are doggone good at it. Nah, coach, he was over there. I'm like, well, get your butt over there. You know you was there.
Yeah.
You know? The kids are good at it. But no. It's
Kenny, to your point, man, I don't know, man. You just got to, just like water running off your back in the shower, man. When you get out there, it's gonna dry up. So you can't.
Like I say, this train moving.
Yeah,
man. We ain't stopping. So,
but continue, babe. But if you ain't been to the page, go to the page. Look, man, we got a lot of content on there. A lot of kids. So please, y'all can continue.
If what you're doing is working and it's helping your kids and it don't look like how we do it, keep doing what you're doing.
But you can't expect the same people that gives our kids props and this, that, and the other to give your kids the same thing if you ain't at the same places.
Yeah.
You can't do that. They ain't gonna come. You got to establish yourself. They ain't gonna come see you. You're gonna have to go to where they are. That's what we did.
Yep.
And then too, not only that, if you got questions, ask. I don't mind answering questions. I love answering questions. You got a question like, hey man, how y'all do this, and this, or y'all, who did y'all talk to about this, and this? And I mean, I don't mind. I know Ken and Charles, they don't mind. But I mean, it is what it is. But if you still gonna be negative, don't ask me.
Bruce said he worked with a gentleman who has kids in the organization. Not our organization, but an organization. He said he hasn't seen one college recruiter in 2 years with the organization. Said he's thinking about looking for another organization. Okay.
You gotta be in, you gotta be in the right places, man. That's all.
Bruce, we're not tampering, but
Don't come to
Nigga, John,
Warren Rock thinking you gonna play for them and another team. You're gonna be disappointed.
that's called dedication. That's called what else? What else you call it?
like I said,
Accountability.
accountability. It was just one of those things that kind of just caught me off guard, bro. I just didn't understand how or why, right? People just feel so freely to express whatever when they ain't holding up their end of the bargain, or who anointed certain people to be basketball gurus, or to say who gets a pass and who doesn't get a pass.
You ever watch Housewives of Atlanta?
Not
You ever watch the episode? I'm gonna ask a question for you. If you ever watch the episode, some people just toxic.
Yeah, you're right.
Ain't no other way of saying it. Some people just toxic and messy.
Yeah.
I ain't no way to psychoanalyze that joint. They just.
But if you don't engage, you can't. Ain't nothing for you to worry about if you don't engage.
We're gonna change the topic. That's a perfect segue, man. Congratulations to Coach Buddy, man. He got married today.
He did, my boy.
Today,
Man, Coach Buddy.
He's got the room today. Congratulations, Coach Buddy.
Coach Buddy. Sorry, we didn't make it today. AJ, if you know AJ been sick all week. He's been Joker been home almost every day. Last week had to go get him from school. 3 days last week.
Nah, my boy.
Sinus and allergies starting to mess up. Sinus and allergies starting to mess up.
Yeah, man, it changed the weather for 48. I'm telling you, boy.
I hate that, but
when they bring you that food, the first 48, you already know what time it is. So I'm about to get those on.
Let me get some KFC in an orange soda.
Yeah, you already know coming out of that. Somebody going to jail.
Hey man, we done went this whole show, man. We got to talk about the camp, KP.
Yeah, man, my bad.
Oh yeah, we was up at Pro Movement camp yesterday. Good camp, man. Shout out to Jared Pro and the whole Pro Movement staff, man. And seen my main man's up there. Good camp, man. Good competition. I think Jared always does put in the cigarette. Let me get a cigarette.
Yeah. Is Cubby behind?
I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you, Cubby.
Let's go sign. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, appreciate it, Cubby. Right.
But yeah, it was a good camp, man. Good talent up there. Jared always bring out some talented kids, man. Always got good guys working the camp. Shout out to Coach Juke. He was working the camp. His energy, his dancing, everything was in the building. It was a good time, man. Again, college coaches in the building. So that was another opportunity for you to get out there. Now, I will say this. Parents, if you sign your kids up for these camps and you know that there's going to be evaluators and college coaches in the building, have a conversation with them before they go to the camp. Right? Because as well as somebody is watching the good habits, they're also watching the bad habits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's some bad habits out there, man. But nevertheless, man, we had a handful of kids up there. Jay, Cam, Malik, Keith, Christian Little, Harnett, Lil Q. What? What's my
Lil Keith was up though.
Yeah, we said Lil Keith, Selton.
Oh yeah. Safari. Man, started. Let's say Selton
from Southwest. Who else we had up there? Malachi. It was a good camp, man. We had a handful Middle Georgia kids up there that represented themselves well and performed well. So yeah, it was a good time. What's your thoughts, Charles?
I think you kind of hit on the head, man. It was a good camp. You know, Jerry Christian puts on a great camp, man, and he does a real good job in keeping the kids motivated and energizing, and helping them understand the process and where they're at. Hey, let them know that there's college coaches here, and getting them to play hard. Um, and like you said, some kids just got some bad. Jaleel Jordan's another one. Thanks, appreciate that. Yep. Out of Tatman. He's a 2024 kid.
Not bad habits. You kind of said that all in one sentence.
Oh, I don't know what I was saying.
You was like, some kids just got some bad Jaleel Jordan.
Oh yeah. No, not bad, but some kids.
It wasn't that.
No, it wasn't that. So that came out. Some kids, Jerry Christian does a good job of addressing bad habits and letting kids know and be aware of who's there. So it was a good camp, man. They had some pretty good drills, station drills, some 3-on-3s. They did real good, some good competition, competing. Kids were competing very well, so it was good. It was good, and I love the drive to McDonald's. I'll take that any day of the week. That's
100%. I think I had a couple Warner Robins kids up there too.
Yeah, Jay and
Keith.
Jay and Keith.
Nah, I think I had a couple more.
Who else went?
I don't know them, but I think they went to Warner Robins.
Yes, Jared Christian stays tapped into Middle Georgia. As far as helping kids get to the next level, man, he's instrumental in how we've been moving forward, how Middle Georgia's moving forward. So he's definitely has his hands in that. So
and he comes to Middle Georgia for the boys and the girls.
Yes, he is someone you would want to know.
Yeah, I can bank on him being here for the Hardwood Invitational.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So. Good camp, man. It was solid. Yeah. Jared always put on a good camp.
Yep. Hospitality is always great.
Yep. And just in case you didn't know, he also provides some great recruiting service as well for college. To getting your kids in college. I don't think he's just basketball either. I think he does a few sports.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And when you hear recruiting services, don't be alarmed. Because if you know anything about the recruiting landscape,
it's changed.
And I'm talking about basketball, then you would appreciate it. And I know a lot of people always somebody calls when you recruiting services, it called, yeah. The man has a job to do now. He has a job to do. But, I mean, I think in some cases, not all cases, not everybody, but I think in some cases, I think you'd rather pay to that recruiting service versus paying that college fee.
Yep.
To help that process.
They help that process jumpstart. And not everybody needs that. Not everybody, but
it's another advocate for you.
It's another avenue. So, I mean, if you're investing into your kid, that's exactly what you're doing. Yeah. You're investing into his future. So when you hear recruiting services, don't be alarmed.
Yeah.
And he has a proven track record as well. Jerry Christian does.
Yeah, and his like Wasey just said right there, Charles, his girls' camp is next weekend.
Yes. Girls camp next weekend, Saturday, October 9th. Does a real good job at his girls event. That will be you'll see content.
It's a lot of energy in the building, man. And he got guys in there that know and understand basketball, from the trainers aspect to coaches to all that good stuff. So Charles, throw that picture back up. Bad, bro.
I'm gonna stop talking. I'll take that joint back down.
Here we go. So this is a picture of our guys from this weekend.
Weekend work.
Weekend work. Up at the camp.
Shout out to the parents that got these kids.
Yeah.
That's got these kids going to these camps. Continue to do so. Those faces and names become familiar. I promise you.
Oh yeah. But I want to shout out my guys on there, man. The two guys in the middle, the two youngins.
Yes.
My 2028s up at the CP3 camp this weekend up at Lake Point, man. Proud of those guys. Salute to their parents for getting them up there, getting them involved. Understand that they did phenomenal up there, represented themselves and the organization well, man. So proud of them. Proud of them. Robert and Juju, proud of y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
I go my two right there. Look, Keith, Malik, boy, that leg ain't gonna look Keith, man. Keith, that's my guy.
Keith got identified as the shortest person at the camp with the biggest heart and was out there getting buckets.
Yeah.
He was getting buckets.
Keith, I'm tell you this.
Was getting buckets. Put the work in.
He's putting the work in. And you say you seen him on base?
Yeah. So we went on base Friday evening and put some shots up and getting and doing some work. And he came in with his dad and they was at the other end putting in some work, man.
And shout out to his dad, man, because his dad stays in contact, if he got any question, his dad don't hesitate to text and say, "Hey, coach, what you think?" Or "Coach, what about this?" Or "When is this?" And lets us know. Like when we was having workouts, he'll call, "Hey, coach, Keith's not feeling well. He won't be there today." That's stuff parents don't have to do. But when you're engaged with your child, you're communicating. You're communicating that stuff. So shout out to man. Shout out to Mr. Jarvis, man, Keith's father, man, and it's him and the mom doing an instrumental job, man, and getting him from point A to point B, camp to camp, getting his name out there.
Yeah,
and
he's had some good camps.
He's had some good camps.
He's had some good camps, man. Some good performances at these camps, man.
Right.
I was proud of Keith, man.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
And I think we talked about it, man. What since travel ball ended officially, we probably had somebody at a camp somewhere.
Oh yeah, every week for 3 months straight.
Yeah, somebody's been somewhere in a camp setting or atmosphere. And again, that's not a beat on our chest type of thing. Like, oh, we getting our kids out there. We're just saying that we do the homework. We try to find out where opportunity is at, and it's up to the kids to take advantage of those opportunities.
Well, it's up to the parents because they can't drive.
It's up to the parents, right, to take advantage of those opportunities. And for the most part, we've had parents that are taking advantage of those opportunities. So when you see these posts, so when Tat's posting these things, man, or something's coming out on our pages or whatever, it's nothing more than him to being like a proud uncle, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a proud uncle that our guys are out here competing, and hey, let's acknowledge their work, right? Let's acknowledge their work. So, I mean, you can't get mad at that, man.
Well, I mean, you
can. But
yeah, you can.
Why?
But I mean, and it's fine, man. Just continue to look at the page, please. Yes.
So, all good. Hey, what was that? Wasey posted a website.
Yeah,
that's Jared Pro Movement.
Okay.
Yeah. The Pro Hype South Connection. Been connected.
That's the website for the ladies.
So yeah, good camp. Get them girls signed up, man. High school girl camp next week.
Yeah, get those girls out there, man.
Hey, Wasey drops his lineups for the Hardwood Invitational.
He did.
Charles, you got those on deck?
I ain't got that on deck.
I just fronted on you a little bit.
So, Charles, you see how he did that? That joker dirty now.
Yeah, y'all giving me hell a minute ago.
if y'all don't want the coach all of the posts making fake stats, come to the one right.
You're right. Well, hey, we're gonna tell it like it is. You got zero, my boy.
Hey, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, Ted ain't learn about that. You be like, dang, Ted.
Now you reported. You got 2 points. All right. He have a 2.
Hey.
Like, the kids be like, they didn't even keep stats last game. I had 20.
Yeah.
Like, no stats reported.
Oh yeah, I said that quick. No stats reported. You don't report it.
Hey, you just got blown out. Tell like, hey, what we do? Oh man.
Hey, y'all listen. Hey, it'd be funny too, cause I'll text some jokers. I'll text some jokers. Say, hey man, hey, you know how we do? Oh man, they send me the score. Got beat by about 20. Oh man, my goodness, man, what going on with y'all? All right, put it right up there. I beat by 20. No stats reported.
What happened?
Yeah, like man, what happened?
Hey, but that's one of them 8:30 games, 9 o'clock games.
That ain't necessarily the conversation you want to have.
Like, hey, what hell, man?
I don't want to talk about it. I just lived it.
All right, report. No stats reported.
Hey, y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all this: Tat already be knowing the score.
I've been on look where y'all look on the things. Leave, boy. Good. Tell them, hey man, what y'all do? Like goodness, man, what
you want to be like, man, you know damn well what we did.
Hey, but I don't want to be like, man, I just seen y'all score. Y'all got lit. Good God.
Hey, win, lose, or draw is going up, though.
Baby, going up now.
Hey, man, that be the man. This cat, he already know.
Yeah. That score going up.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. That's a motivation for the kids. So they seen it on social media. So they seen it on social media. We got beat by like 22, 23. But that next game, I think we almost broke the scoreboard. Right, we hit 90 points the next game.
I'm gonna put it up.
They like they just kept looking at this. I'm like, hey, that's what they get. That's what it takes. And keep looking at it.
But I mean, you gotta think about it, though. I mean, it's like you say, motivation, and you being honest. I mean, you ain't gonna just.
You ain't winning everything.
Right, you ain't winning everything. You ain't winning. Hey. You got something. You got to take the good with the bad.
Right.
If you is winning everything, I'm taking you to a different tournament.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
You ain't gonna keep playing here and just win everything. We not.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody chasing trophies, man.
No, we're not gonna do that.
And guess what? It's gonna happen.
You gonna challenge yourself.
You gonna get beat by somebody.
I tell you this: when you get to that when you get out of that middle school level, it starts to show. It gets really real. It gets really real when you get out of that middle school. Middle school, and I'm telling you, middle school division. Sometimes I think is more competitive than the high school division. When you go to certain tournaments.
Yeah, battlegrounds.
Oof.
I'm telling you now, that middle school be competitive.
That's crucial. Yeah, go to On the Radar Battleground. Sign up for all 3 stops. That's a circuit by itself.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's your measuring stick right there.
Yeah. That's gonna let you know when. I think I've said that. We went to the battlegrounds. We played, I think, 3 games with 3 teams from 3 different states. We played Florida, Tennessee, and New York, and all in one weekend.
My boys was 7th grade. We went 0-3 the battleground first. Then we went 1-3. Then we went 2-1 this past year, and we went 2-1 or 2-2 again. But it ain't.
No, they don't waste.
Hey, waste. They running from that.
Oh, it's rough over there.
Middle school.
Oh, high school too.
I know. I'm just saying, like, so middle school is awkward, right? So these jokers about to go into the 8th grade. Oh yeah, you finna run to some 6'5", 6'6",
Yeah.
and they gonna be guards.
Yeah. Whoever the homeless hooper is, you're right.
You got them.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. They 6'5" guards, bro. You better figure it out.
Hey, and guess what? Them mugs, you playing a sponsored team, you playing whoever.
Yep, New York.
Everybody thrown in the mix.
No, this is my thing, and I think this is where they get the I don't know what we're playing by. If you're playing by either age or you playing, because I know you got 17
or grade or age.
You got a joker that's in the 8th grade, but he's 15.
Yeah.
But he in the 8th grade.
He's 15. Yeah.
But he's 15.
We played one team. They had 4 guys that was 6'4" and 6'5". And we ain't have not one.
Hey, but you going out there and hooping.
I've seen it where, yes, the Joker was what? The Joker was 14. He was 14, but he was a 10th grader and had a late birthday.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though.
And still played 8th grade.
Here's the thing. When you do that, realize I got 4 kids like that on my team. Probably no. Listen, they're 13 in the 8th grade, and they don't turn 14 until August. So while you're 14 about to turn 15 and you're going to the 10th grade, I got 4 of them that's just like you, but they're a grade under you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a different, but guess what, Charles? You remember when we went to that first one down in Florida?
Ooh,
I think we took what 7 to 8 down there.
We took 7, 8 kids down.
And I'll be honest with you, we lost every game down there. But guess what? After every game, the coach came over and like, "Hey, bro, y'all played hard, man. Y'all played extremely." It was one that it was on a video, like a team was recording their trip or whatever, and the coach was talking about playing us and how hard we played or whatever the case may be. Again, that's not a testament to me and Charles as coaches. That's a testament to those kids going out there competing. Like, all right, hey, we might be outnumbered and smaller, but we about to come out here and at least hoop.
Yeah.
Now, second half come and they pull away a little bit. Well, first half, they're like, "Oh, hold up."
I remember that game, so it was funny, right? Because the coach he kept pulling his starters out. They pull off. He pulled his starters out. We closed the gap, and he had to he could never keep his starters out the game because we were always
fight right back.
Wouldn't quit.
Yeah, they wasn't quitting. So we fight right back in it, and we get within 9 or 8, and then he, you know what I'm saying? So I remember
that's that weekend, and me and that ref got into it.
It is.
Charles, you remember that?
I just think, especially in that elementary, middle school level,
it's gonna be tough.
When you start getting, it's a difference when a kid is 8 getting ready to turn 9 versus a kid that just turned 8.
Yes,
it's different.
It is.
It's a big difference.
At that age. I think in high school, I think about 9th, 10th grade, they start to, even with the reclasses, start to
even out. When you get to high school, you start even out. But when you in that middle
school, it can be tough.
That middle school, it is tough because think about it. You think about a kid that's played on a 9th grade team.
Yep.
That's played 9th grade basketball or JV basketball
or varsity basketball.
Well, or even varsity basketball as a 9th grader. And yeah, he's 14. And 8th grade is 13 and 14, but he's 14, finna turn 15. That's a total different ball game than playing playing against a kid that's 13 and 14 years old. And you've played on the high school 9th grade or either JV. That's different. It's a difference there.
Hey man,
I
but
mean,
we the best though.
no, well, I mean, we don't do that, but
How you talking about us?
I'll take those top-notch independent showcases that on the radar over those pay for playback gym circuits. They can have a fakery. If you don't have a dude or dudes, you are not a shoe sponsor program.
AJ actually is playing 7 and 8 now. This would be his second year playing 7 and 8, which he played last year and he was only 6. I actually signed him up when he was 4 and he played 5 and 6. So he actually playing a grade up. He's actually playing a grade up, so right now. But I mean,
So you modified his birth certificate?
Well, I mean, so he can get a little head start. But it's only a learning curve. It's only a learning curve for him. He's gonna be fine. He's used to running out there with the big boys and trying to play against them. And so he's gonna be fine, man.
AJ gonna be perfect, bro. He got all the heart in the world. He ain't scared of nothing.
No, he ain't, man. He tough.
He ain't scared of nothing. He walk in the gym, he think he's supposed to be on the court.
Man, Dr. Love, he actually did good, man. I think on the year he probably scored 2, but he was the youngest joker in the league. I mean, that ain't no excuse, but he did well. I say he did well. I was proud of him. His last game. We're gonna put that last coming back up, Wason.
Hey, you know what I say about AJ? Already with him is his IQ.
Yeah, he watches it enough, man, and
yeah.
I kind of try to stay out of his way because I don't want to be that dad to just drilling. So I kind of stay out of his way, and he watches a whole lot of just nothing but sports stuff. So I mean, even his sports terminology,
yes,
some of the stuff that he says, along with being around it since he's been born, man, he just gets it. But it's in it.
Him and Caitlin, man, both their IQs are for the game of basketball, because that's what I've been around them the most around. But for the game of basketball, they understand exactly what's going on, what's supposed to happen, and where something broke down at.
Yeah, and Caitlin, and I'm gonna tell you, Caitlin is I think she gonna actually be a coach, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now she understands, like you say, she understands certain stuff, and that could be because she's been around it literally she's been around it since she's been born, and he has too, because I think after he was born, we was 3 months later, he was at a tournament. 3 months later, he was at a tournament after he was born. So they've been around it so much, man. They know Kaylin. She knows what to expect and what I expect. And
call in, Waste.
Come on, Waste a call on there, my boy. So they all right, man. I'm sorry, jokers.
Nah. Hey, I still sit there. I think somebody was about to dunk. He said, go ahead and get you one then. And that's what I mean by understanding the game, but understanding how to even, you know what I mean? How to act in the moment.
Yeah, at 3 weeks old, man.
How to act in the moment, man. That's
yeah. Like them kids, my kids have literally been around the game of basketball since they've been born.
Yeah.
Like I was at the AAU tournament and Kristen was pregnant with Caitlin. Now we down in Orlando at Nationals and
osmosis.
Yeah, so
yeah.
But Caitlin, man, shit. I was out when she was coming up. I used to always, man, I wanted to play basketball. I want to play basketball, but she got this cheer stuff at 4 and ain't looked back since. But she say she gonna play for the school next year though.
Oh yeah.
Good, man. That's good, man.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
So what that one Wasted said?
he want to put the last comment back up.
Oh.
I'll put it back up for you, Waze. I'll put it back up for you one more time.
Hey, Charles, read it slow so it sink in.
I'll take those top-notch independent showcases at On the Radar Hoops over those pay-for-play back gym circuits. This is what we're saying now. Pay-to-play back gym circuits. They can have the fakery. If you don't have a dude or dudes, you are not a shoe sponsored program. I need that little thing.
Are you ready?
Well, I think that pretty much sums.
I need that thing to say message.
I think that pretty much sums that.
I don't know if they got it though, Charles. Read it one more time, Charles.
Hey,
one more time.
I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead, Charles. I'll talk to you.
We can talk on it. We can talk about it.
The conversation piece.
We can have a conversation about it. So those top-notch independent showcases are On the Radar. As we know, On the Radar is instrumental in the South. Not.
There you go. Hey,
I didn't even say Southeast region.
Charles, real quick, the way you're doing it right now is perfect. Break down what he's saying. Break down his bars. Break down his bars, Charles.
Yeah. So On the Radar, man. So it is. You painted a clear picture. Wait, say I ain't gotta say no more.
I mean, it's self-explanatory.
Radar is what it is. Yeah.
It's self-explanatory.
Probably the top independent team. I mean, independent circuit.
On the Radar. I mean, no, man, hands down. I mean, that's no debate.
If we was to go back and look at the schedule, okay, y'all probably pay somebody from a top team out of Florida, team out of
We out of Florida, Tennessee,
Alabama,
New York.
No, we played a team from Canada.
Canada.
Oh yeah, Canada. They was barking at us. 17. You played a team from Canada.
Did he have a team out of England?
Spain or something like that.
Spain?
Yes. Team from Spain came down during the live period.
Come on, man. China went international.
That's what I'm saying.
So when he holds an event, the teams where they come from and 17U, during the first live period this year, they had over 200 teams?
More than that.
300 teams, probably 200 coaches, colleges.
Right, at least.
So, I mean, black and white is ink, baby.
And here's the thing: you can scroll the app and see.
Yeah, I mean, it's visible for you to go back and look.
Yeah. So put
most importantly, kids were getting offered at the camp at the live period.
100%.
Facts. Cam Perkins picked up his first one now.
Most important.
100%.
People's names got put on the map at the live period.
Malik Gillespie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cameron Plummer. Jay Johnson.
Yes. Talk about it. Cam Little. Interest. Yeah. Who is this guy? Yeah, catching these alley oops.
Yes. Who's this 6'3" kid on the wing?
Right.
He does a lot.
Dunking everything. Aggressive, getting to the hole and one.
I don't know, man. I don't know what else you got to show them, man. But I mean, just keep.
Hey, Charles, put it back up. Though we ain't finished breaking down Wasty bars.
Oh,
bars.
Bars.
Top notch.
I'm still
Showcase
listening.
on the radar hoops. Independent. So again, it's not just the region, man. Sean has did a good job of expanding this joint, getting top notch independent teams across the nation. Ain't no bag. Some of these man, I'm trying to be political.
We're gonna get out of that, Charles. We're gonna get out the first bar. All right, let's
Ah.
go to the second bar now. So we've already identified on the radars is top notch, real deal, smoke everywhere.
Woo!
Right? We've already identified that from middle school to high school. Let's go.
Middle school to high school.
Middle school to high school. And he got series for everybody. Battlegrounds, live periods, whatever you want, man. All right. So we already identified that. So the next bar is over those paid for play back gym circuits.
Yeah. So we played so many major guys and eventual pros on the radar when we were coming through. Brandon Boston, Cooper, Jabari Smith, Thompson twins, Katie Johnson, Matthew Cleveland, Scooter Henderson, because I missed a lot of names.
Right.
Yeah. KP we got a few probably this under our belt.
Yeah. That's trending.
That's
ascending.
That's it. The kid from Each One Teach One.
Yeah.
Night Riders. That whole group.
Black Ops.
Black Ops. Yeah.
You name it. What y'all played the family?
The family, they got some studs over there.
Yeah.
They got some studs.
Yeah. And that's just the teams we can remember. Not talking about the individual other independent teams that got some big dogs that's coming from out of what's the team in Tennessee?
NYBA?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That 2028 team is probably ranked that you played. The 26, well, I know the 26 is.
Yeah.
And then we have Team Thad. Yeah. They're gonna have some. Man, there's some really good independent teams, man. I tell you one that they out of Florida. That Harris Athletics, they keep some studs over there. Harris Athletics, and
it's like a BBB team or something, ain't it? Like
that BBB team, they keep some studs.
Is it BCB?
No,
not I know BCB. They out of Tampa.
This was a young group.
This was another team, yeah.
Yeah. Tennessee EAB is another one. They keep
Tennessee Tigers. It's a lot, man. It's a bunch of teams.
Tigers keep some studs. It's just so many of them, bro.
They come down.
So Waze was just saying we play so many high major guys and eventually pros on the radar when we're coming through. Brandon Boston, Sharif Cooper, Jabari Smith, the Thompson twins, Katie Johnson, Matt Cleveland, Scoop Henderson, etc. Though I'm missing a few. Yep. We. I mean,
out of them all.
I'll be honest with you. That's where me and KP first ran into Isaiah Collier. Was on the radar camp.
Yeah, camp. Isaiah Collier and what's the one outside of Oregon?
Devin.
No, USA basketball. He went to the prep school. Did he go to prep school with Imani Bates? What's his name?
Yeah, he went to Westlake.
Yeah.
Him? I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name right now. Yeah. But gold medalist, like
with the Georgia Stars a little bit. Him. Zacco was another one we first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite
so
a few.
it's So you get that point, man. It's you know what I mean. That's what we play.
Ace Bailey. That joker there gonna be good, man. Kid out of Keach. 6'9", 6'10" kid.
Somebody won from this year?
Yeah, he gonna be good.
Yeah,
JD Palmer. JD Palmer up, man. 2025 kid. He gonna be good. Let me stop talking. I can yeah.
You going all day.
We can go all day, man. It's so many.
But back to Wasey bars.
Yeah.
So the pay for play back circuit piece. So just be careful where you playing at. Understand what it is.
Yeah, man. So some of these
Don't fall for the logos.
yeah, some of these shoe sponsor teams have a lot of little brother teams, right? They're not the team.
circuits.
They have one main circuit team, right? 17U and 16U. Well, I guess you could say two. 16U and 17U. The rest of them. So
Hey, so if you got to pay, don't be mad.
oh, Kellen Rowe won't play this year.
Yeah, she does.
Hey, fellas, it's been 2.5 hours. I got my snack. It's time to
All right then. Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night. I appreciate everybody for letting me get that off my chest, man. I appreciate y'all. It's therapeutic. So thank you for everybody for chiming in and helping me understand and all that good stuff, man. I was just a little
Hey. Hey.
Right now, Wasey Bar.
Preach. Preach.
Hey.
Preach.
Hey. We fell victim to that.
Hey. When you know better, like my daddy used to tell me, when you know better,
you do better.
You do better.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know better, you do better.
Hey, before we get out of here, parents, if you got kids 18 or older, take them or advise them to go vote, get registered to vote.
Yes.
Before election day. So, parents, kids that are 18.
Is it too late for me to throw my name in the ballot?
You can. Get the kids registered to vote, man.
Run my campaign through OTD.
Oh, you already know that? You already know.
Do it.
OTD got them flyers, boy.
On deck.
Man, before you go, man, show one of them flyers, man. What one you got? You got the boys?
Yo, Kansas City is destroying Tampa Bay right now.
Good. OTD is Yes. OTD is the old DJ Charles and Dudge and look at everything right now.
Yo, and I noticed. Hold on, I noticed y'all ignored me too when I said I need a flyer.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we did.
I noticed. I was like, God, dog.
Like I ain't getting no love with this one.
Come on, man, let me get something. Yeah, those tough. Tough. Shout out to my man Kyle Sandy, bro. I seen him yesterday, man.
The Sandman.
The Sandman.
They can be 17 and a half right now and can register. Okay.
Shout out to Cam Perk, shout out to all the kids, but shout out to these two, man, for making all Middle Georgia on the boys' side. I just know the work those two have been putting in, especially Cam Little being his senior year playing football, getting off the football field and going to these camps, man. Cam, keep working. That's the kind of work ethic these youngins need to be seen. So keep doing what you're doing. Cam Perk, probably one of the hardest workers we know. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother.
You know what I appreciate about Cam Perkins real quick so much, man, is that he's following his own path, bro.
Yep.
Well,
he's following nobody else's path. He's following his own path, going out there to do the work, man, and putting it on, leaving it on the court. So salute to him, brother.
So and salute to his support system, and I think he alluded to that as well when he was.
Yeah, it was ironic. We had him on both of them on the show last week.
So salute to his support system. Well, salute to both support systems of them too, because like you say, they are getting them. They are getting those kids out to these different things, and everything is happening for them. So
definitely.
So
keep working.
That's the key. Working. Everything that they get is earned. Ain't none of that given.
Right.
Ain't none of that bought or whatever it is that what they may say. All that's earned. None of that's given through hard work. And that's why we don't mind all our kids that's working hard like that. That's why we don't mind promoting them.
Right. They getting out there.
Yeah.
So, but all good. Charles, break us down, man. Break us down.
Hey, Bill. We thank y'all for tuning in with us. Y'all be sure to tune in with us next week. We'll have some more discussion. Not next week. Maybe not next week. We'll let you know. Sound like we need to have some other discussions. So we will let you know when we be on again for episode 25. We do thank y'all for on the real for tuning in, man. I know we kind of go off on tangents. What make us unique? What you got?
That man, just appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I say, once again, appreciate all the kids on the All-Middle Georgia team, both team, boys and girls.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all, like I say, all of our parents that are continuously getting these kids out to these camps and putting all this effort in these kids, whether it's taken away from their days or nights or weekends or whatever, it'll pay off in the long run. Salute to you, parents, for that. And, just stand on a straight and narrow, my brother, just trying to hold it in the road.
Take us out, KP.
Hey, man, I ain't got too much to say, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, like these guys said, man. And keep the comments coming. Like I said, it's therapeutic sometimes just to have these open conversations. So we appreciate y'all, man. So Charles has got his finger on the button, man. So we out of here. Peace.